Hey everybody, Justin Barber, the Mindful Barbarian here. Today we're down at Bass Creek. I'm actually standing in the middle of what would normally be Bass Creek and is right now just a frozen stream. Now it's just around Stevensville, Montana, south of Missoula. And we actually camped here at this campsite. I think it was in June, maybe it was in May, but I think it was in June this last year, 2020. And decided to come back and see how it is right now. And you know, what's it like in the winter, do a little walking around. It's in summer, very different than this. It's very lush, very green, you know, very mossy. It's still those things, but it's not so lush. All the undergrowth, quite a bit different. You can see that. And one of the things we've been doing is actually rewatching Mad Men lately. Love that show. If you haven't seen it, I mean, the writers, they give these characters some great lines, you know, very often, and they give you a lot to think about, and they address a hell of a lot of issues that are still huge and prevalent today. Sexism, racism, classism, you name it. Well, they had one character at one point give another one some advice, and she said, splash a little cold water on your face, go outside, and you'll find that everything is right where you left it. And I like that. I like that. Go outside, splash a little water on your face, a little cold water on your face, go outside, and you'll find that everything's right where you left it. And that applies in so many ways. I mean, you can take it for what you will. For me, I took it as we all have things to deal with. And this character had stuff she was dealing with, and basically saying, hey, go outside and, you know, get back into it. Outside being a euphemism for the world, I think. And saying, hey, you know, sometimes no matter what your method is, no matter how hard the thing you're dealing with is, at some point, you are going to have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get back into the world, you know, and whatever level of engagement that is, whether that's, you know, talking to someone else, whether that's actually literally going outside, whether that's, you know, whatever your thing is. Maybe it's getting back on Facebook. It got me thinking about how I'm always getting outside, literally getting outside. I love this kind of stuff. Reminds me of places I think like fairies would live and gnomes would live and crawl around down in these crevices and holes under the rocks and roots and moss. Normally you wouldn't be able to even, you know, get down in here. Well, I guess you would if you got in the water, but normally it'd be underwater. Kind of an advantage of getting out in the wilderness in the winter and seeing what it's like. This is literally like a 25-minute drive from our house. Out of town, you're out in the woods a little bit. I love it. And you can find the same thing, whatever it is that works for you. You know, you can live vicariously through me for a few minutes watching some of these videos. But the whole splash a little cold water on your face and get out there and get back into the world, you know, recharge your batteries, whatever you got to do. And in my case today, that is all we're doing, is getting out here to do that. And I just spent a bunch of time working on this video on ice fishing and all that. It took a long time. It took a lot longer than I expected it was going to take. I thought I was going to have that thing edited in a few hours. And man, it starts to, I don't know if people realize, like video production takes a lot of work. Even these kind of crappy YouTube videos that I'm making, you know, they're not easy. And some of them are, I guess I should say some are, but video editing, it takes a lot of work, and shooting it all right, getting it right. Last time on that, I didn't put it in the video, but in that ice fishing video, I left my fancy, stupid microphone. It was $150, brand new thing I just got a couple weeks ago. Well, it fell off and landed on the ice, and I didn't notice it. And we switched spots, moved across the lake. I get out, go to put it back on, can't find it anywhere. So we search all through, we drive back, we get back over. I go out on the ice and I can see it. It's a puffball. It's like 4 inches across, gray, puffy ball. They call him a dead cat, and it looks like a dead squirrel, really, a gray one. But anyway, it was out there on the ice, right? We go out, get it back. Luckily, I didn't lose anything but a little bit of time and an opportunity to not get fired up. You know, like, I wasn't happy. I was anxious. I didn't want to lose it. I just bought the damn thing. Without it, I have a hard time filming outside. If there are any breezes, it can ruin your sound. And that's just one of the many things, you know, trying to get your sound quality to be good. It's pretty difficult, even with a couple of different microphone options. So anyway, with all of this, I kind of took today as I ended up editing this damn video for hours and hours and hours and hours for a 6-minute video that maybe 70 people are going to watch, at least in the short term, you know? But I like doing it. I like doing it. I do.
But it was weighing on me. You know, I mean, I really wanted it to be done soon. I wanted it to be done yesterday, the day before. You know, I was just sitting there working on it, making excuses too, getting tired, playing video games, you know, whatever, like sitting on the couch, kind of this self-generated feeling of oppression, you know? And here this is my get outside, splash a little cold water on my face, and find the world right where I left it. It's a good opportunity to recharge your batteries a little bit and kind of pull your head out of wherever you got it and get back to it. You know, so in your case, hopefully you can take a little advice from Mad Men and via me and do the same thing, you know, take a breather or whatever and get out there and do so. While you're doing that, like the video, comment on the video, tell me what you like, what you dislike, all that. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, help it grow. Other than all that stuff, get out there and seize the day.